What's up, guys? 2023 KTM SX E5 here. I've done some long form videos on the body changes from these, but I hadn't done a portrait style shorter form video, so I wanted to go over that real quick. This one was a little whopper job when I got it. I noticed the shock was in the high position, the subframe was in the low position, so I just wanted to go over these really quick with you. So if you're not familiar, you can move the height of the motorcycle pretty substantially. So you do that in three spots. So one, right here where the tank goes, that is this piece right here. There is an insert that goes here, and you thread that insert out. It's threaded out right now for the lower position. You're going to thread it back in, and then the bolt threads into the insert for the upper position. And then the shock. So you got your shock mounts down here, but then you also have your shock mounts up here. See those two different shock mounts? There's your upper. Your forward one's going to be your lower because it lets everything come up. And then your subframe, that's the biggie. So you have two bolt holes. You can see, you move this bolt here, move that bolt there, and that's going to move everything up. And then, of course, you've got a little play in your fork height right here too, to adjust. So yeah, more or less, you can get this bike and put the lowering kit in it. I've installed a ton of those. It's a spacer, takes out about half of that shock travel. So basically the shock ends up with pretty much no travel, but it does lower it substantially. And then the same with the forks. They get, you probably end up taking out that much travel in the forks. So more or less, this can almost be ridden by really a rider that would be starting on a P-dub. You can put them in, mode one would be slower than a P-dub. So they could ride this all the way, and then you could take your lowering kit out, and they can ride the bike in the low position, and then you can put the bike in the high position, and that they can almost ride it to about 65 age, honestly. So you can these things aren't cheap, almost $6,000 for one of these, but you can get your money's worth out of it because it's so flexible in size and everything. So really cool bike. Sad to see Weston about to grow out of it. We're going to move it up to the high position and either give him a stiffer spring or take a little bit of the sag out of this one. He's about 80 pounds now and starting to look big on this thing. So 7 years old.